Hello and welcome to Food Tech 101. Now today I've got a quick practical because I'm basically making my own dinner. But I'm doing this as a video because a lot of people have requested it. It's the vegan KFC. Okay, the basic ingredients to make your vegan KFC. One, you need tofu. Now let me explain how you prepare the tofu. With the tofu normally comes, it's quite soft and smooth, but in order to make it more porous so you can absorb more flavour, you have to freeze it and then defrost it, and squeeze out the water. If you wanted a little bit even more texture, you freeze it a second time and squeeze it out a second time. And that creates a texture which is more porous, which I'll show you later. Then we need a strong flavoured broth. If you have like a vegan chicken stock, or in this case I've used a mixture of some vegetable stock cubes with some seasonings, a bit of garlic, some herbs, and also some bouillon to make quite a strong broth. Over here we have flour, which I'm going to use to the final coating before it goes in the oil, and here I have an egg replacement. So let's go through the process. So I've frozen this and squeezed out as much water as I could squeeze out from it. It's a little bit more water in it, so I'll just give it a little bit of a squeeze to make sure as much water is out as possible. As you can see, even as I'm squeezing, water's still coming out. And what we end up with, once I squeeze out all the water, is something that just breaks apart with all these pockets where we can sort of trap flavour. So I'm just going to tear these into chunks, just like that. Okay, so now we've torn our tofu into chunks. You go smaller if you wish, but these are these are kind of a good size. Now, the next stage, because the tofu then becomes like little sponges. Tofu in and of itself has no real flavour. In fact, a lot of things have no real flavour in and of itself. Even meat, without any seasoning, doesn't really have a tremendous amount of flavour. But tofu in particular has a particularly bland flavour. So it's a sponge really in order to soak up all the flavour that you cook it in. So here we have quite a strong flavoured seasoned broth, kind of a chicken style. So I'm going to take the tofu and dip it inside the broth, like that, and then give tofu a chance to soak up as much of that broth flavour as possible. Now, the tofu is very, very delicate at this time, so it's very easy to break apart, so you need to just be gentle with it, don't be too rough. So it's all in now, and what we're going to do is just press it down to give the tofu a chance to soak up the broth, which is actually quite a strong broth. So for example, if you're doing something to taste and you were to use one stock cube, then maybe for the purpose of this you'd use 2 or 3, because you need quite a strong flavour to soak into it, because ultimately we don't keep all the flavour, we drain it off. So there, you can see tofu soaked up most of the juice. The next stage we do now, just to I'd like to see, is that we need to drain all the juice off. So we soak it up initially, and then we've got to drain all the juice off as much as we can. So our tofu is now soaked up all that intense flavour. Now it's just a quick 3-stage process. First of all, I'm going to dip each one of the pieces and coat them in flour. Then I'm going to dip them in our mixture here, which is an egg replacement mixture. And then I'm going to put them back into flour at the very end, and that's going to be the final coating that's going to crisp up when we deep fry them. Okay, next stage now. In here, I just have some seasoned flour. I've got a little bit of paprika, some garlic, a few herbs, a bit of nutritional yeast as well. So we really are packing these things full of flavour. So I'm going to take one piece at a time, be very, very delicate with them because they are quite fragile at this stage. And I'm just going to dip them, coat them in flour. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and coat all these with our savoury flour mixture. Okay, so as you can see, I've coated all my initial pieces very delicately in flour. Now I've got some small bits left, which I'm just going to try and scrunch all together at the very end to make some bigger blobs, but they're too small individually to use. But I'll still make sure they're used up. Now the flour we have left, we'll need this because it's going to be the ultimate coating over the end. I'm going to add something interesting to that. So here, in order to give our vegan chicken a bit more crunch, I've got some bacon flavoured salad sprinkles. Now these really do give the coating a bit of a kick. So I'm going to sprinkle some of these in. And that's going to be giving the outside of our vegan chicken an extra crunch. Okay, so let's do it. So all we're going to do now is dip our vegan chicken into our vegan egg, into our vegan coating, which is actually rammed full of crazy flavour, and then we're going to drop it in the oil so we can deep fry. Alright, we're going to do in batches of about maybe about 4 or 5 pieces at a time. Okay, oil to the temperature. Let's get dipping. So first things first, our egg mixture, vegan egg, fully coat. This is going to act like a glue into our flour mixture. Cover with flour. And then in we go. Work quickly. Egg. Flour. Here we go. Egg. Flour. Here we go. I wish you could smell this right now, but it's crazy just how much like chicken, fried chicken, this actually smells. And here we have our vegan KFC. Smells delicious. Looks wise, well, you make up your own mind. I like chicken to you. But the proof of the pudding, as they say. Now I made this for the missus, so I might get in trouble if I have a big one, so let me taste it. Oh. These are delicious. Do you want to take another one? Let's look on the inside. Oh. Full of flavour. Good consistency, nice and soft, like a succulent chicken breast. Look at that. Crunchy on the outside. Oh, these are well nice. These are peng. Totally peng vegan KFC. I think that's what I'm going to call the video. And here we have it. So now we have our vegan KFC. And I'm going to make a wrap. So I just quickly made some flatbreads, and if you want to know how to make the flatbreads, you can see our flatbread video. Really easy to make, really tasty, quicker than even going to the shop. So what I'm going to do for my chicken KFC vegan wrap, I'm going to have a couple of leaves on this one, a few leaves, got a bit of vegan cheese, a couple of chunks, might want to make more than one. I've got a bit of mango chutney, in. Oh yeah. And then finish off, I'm going to put in some vegan chicken. Look. That. Now assembled, wrap it up. Here's a wrap after all. Wrap it up. Close the bottom, finish across the top. Just like that. Boom! KFC vegan wrap. Well, my version of it. Wholemeal wraps, tofu KFC, beautifully seasoned, bit of cheese, bit of spinach. What does it taste like? That is well nice. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to get us via email it at admin@food101.co.uk. As always, my name is Mr. Linebird, but you can call me Sir.